Hi, my name is Dawn Andrew, Embroidery Specialist with OESD. Today we're going to talk about pre-cut applique. We're going to be using a fairly new collection called Kaleidoscope of Feathers. We have a skirt here to help show some of the applique pieces that we're going to talk about today. There are 3 individual feathers that feature applique, and one of those feathers is what I'm going to show you. What you're going to do first of all is print off the paper template, and then we're going to cut around each of the pieces. As you see, a couple of them are already pre-cut. We'll cut out the other one here and use it, and I want to show you how to work with a product called Applique Fuse and Stick. It has a fusible side on it, so you can iron it onto the wrong side of your fabric, and then cut out your template, and then peel off the paper backing once you have your placement line. And this is sticky so that it will stick to the back of your background fabric, so it'll stay in place right before you do the embroidery on it. So let's cut out the remainder of our feather. Okay, once your applique paper template piece is ready, then you're going to want to place it onto your fabric that we have prepared with our Applique Fuse and Stick. As I said, this Applique Fuse and Stick has a shiny side to it and a paper side to it. So the shiny side, which is the fusible part, you're going to place it onto the wrong side of your fabric. So we're going to use the green fabric here for the green feather, and we're going to iron it on. So I've gone ahead and done that. Okay, we're going to take your paper template that we just cut out, and we're going to place it onto the right side of the green fabric. So wrong side of paper template to the right side of your fabric that's prepared with the Applique Fuse and Stick. Just going to take a straight pen and pin it in place, and we'll cut it out, and then our applique will be ready to go. And we will be going to the embroidery machine next and stitching out our feather. Okay, we're at the embroidery machine and we're ready to stitch out our green feather. So here you can see we have the template. Use the template to cut out our applique piece. The fabric has the Applique Fuse and Stick on the wrong side of it. So what happens in an embroidery design, it will stitch out a placement line, and that placement line on this design is actually going to be first. So we're going to stitch it out first. Okay, as you can see, the outline or the placement line has been stitched, and now we are going to place our applique fabric. And so again, as I stated before, we will pull off or remove the paper backing from the back of it, and now we'll just have the sticky part of the fuse and stick. We'll place it, the fabric and the sticky, over the applique part, over the placement line, and we're ready to stitch the remainder of the colors. So that is how a pre-cut applique works, where you pre-cut your fabric in advance and let the placement stitch tell you where to put it, the fabric, and then we're going to stitch all of the colors And the last remaining color is now going to be the cover stitch. And that's how all of the feathers on the kaleidoscope of feathers is going to work. And that's how many of our design collections, where it calls for pre-cut applique, that is also how they're going to work as well. So we'll stitch out this final color and we can see what it will look like when we're finished. You can see that the cover stitch is completely finished now, and the cover stitch on this particular design pack is a satin stitch. Sometimes it's just a little zigzag stitch, but this one is a satin stitch. So now our feather is completely finished. You can now see how easy it is to do a pre-cut applique, and I want to thank you for joining us today and hope to see you in the future. Thank you.